It's Tuesday, 26th of November, 2019. It's about 7:15 p.m. a.m. out. 7:15 a.m. I mean. I'm going to my local bolts and screws store, Fastenal. I need to get a quarter pin that is about this big. It's a very specialized pin, and they're the only one who can have it. So that's where I'm going today. This morning, I'm going there before work because there's no rush this morning. Nobody's going to be at the office until 9, so I have no rush to be anywhere. I was really anxious to do my day yesterday, but oh man, I finished the day so beat up. It's not, I could say that it's not the amount of work that I actually did, it's the amount of driving. And you're driving a big vehicle on the road with people that don't know how to merge. That's require a lot of attention and care and being careful, because people don't care. When I was coming back from Laval yesterday, I saw a small car sideswipe a van. Like literally, the van is just there, and that little car just went and sideswiped it. The little car lost his mirrors. They pulled. Lucky for them, it didn't escalate to anywhere. The little car just hit the van, and they just pulled over right away. Lucky for them. But the driver of the car didn't pay attention anything at all. Literally didn't pay attention. Just go to the right. I need to go faster. I'm merging in the lane without checking. Pow. That van was way bigger than the car. It just it's like a small Hyundai Accent that hit a full-size GMC Cube van with those big 20-inch tires that the van has, those huge ass tires. So when the car hit the van, it was right beside the tires, and as the tire was spinning with this lug nut, it just shredded the mirrors. The driver must have pissed in his pants. But that goes to show you that when I say people don't know how to merge, it just goes to prove it. People don't know how to merge. They don't know that when you're driving, you want to merge. You look your mirror, you do your blind spot, you put your flasher, and if it's clear, you go. Not just go and period and don't check. Anyway, enough of that shit. I took a sheet yesterday and started to make a layout of my machine. And I'm gonna have to run after some scraps, some piece of steel and other parts I need. There's a lot of parts that I need, and I'm gonna have to start to scrounge through all the parts I have in my toolbox and my spare parts, see what I have left. Now my biggest question was, oh God, I'm so tired. Sorry. I have two magnets about this big, the size of an eraser. They're stick together, and I want to wind them with wires. Question is, do I wind them lengthwise or the other way? Which way would be a good way to wind it to make an electromagnetic effect as more potent as possible? Also, I'm gonna need to find parts to make you know, when I say an audio tone frequency that I was told, that cue that we say that we need frequency, that's still left to be experimented with. There is no proven fact or proven theory or anything proven that it is one part that I need. But the reason why I need a frequency in my field is to disrupt or to tune into the time field. This is what's needed. That's why we need frequency in order to tune when the time machine will synchronize with this timeline, and then you will start tuning the knobs to move forward or backward, like I did with my other machine. Then you can see time accelerating, or you just vanish in space and time. Either way. That's why there's a lot of experimenting to be done and a lot of safety measures to be had in order to make this possible. On another note, remember when I told you about the GUNS device bringing some luck? So I used it the day before, and yesterday morning I didn't win nothing, but today pulls out another $10 out of my lottery, so that's not bad. Either it's like purely coincidental, or I have good numbers on my ticket, or the machine actually works. So I'm gonna keep on using the machine until I actually win a couple of $1 million, until I score something. Because as much as I love this job, I would really love the entire winter on vacation. Just buying myself a nice rig, going to drive places and visit with my mom and my aunties, and just relax for a change. You know, an entire winter of just relaxing, doing some sports, activities, feeling better about myself. It's been ages since I've done anything in the winter except sleeping. And at one point this cannot be good for me. At 45 years old, always sleeping and relaxing and sleeping and resting, there's something wrong. I'm not ill under or anything like this. I don't have any ailment or anything. It's just like a lot of work I'm doing, you know, like 45 to 50 hours a week. I'm not 20 years old anymore. I'm 45 going on 46. And let me check something. Just one son. I don't know what was the story about Nibiru. Anyways, I need, like, I'm not looking actively for new jobs, but I am looking for new jobs, and that new job would be for a supervisor. A company that requires someone that has a lot of experience in actual work and experience in dealing with people and knowing how to interact with people and doing the supervisor, you know. For me, I'm a well-organized person. My truck is the symbol of that. Everything is organized, planned, and everything is well placed. Unfortunately, it's not my truck yet, so I don't have shelvings to be twice as organized as I should be. But I'm very well organized when it comes to my work. I established on my workload, I established a daily log, a road log that shows where I've been, what time I left work, what time I came back, how much kilometer I did, how much time I spent every places. So this is what the skills I have. And of course, like, if I would have this kind of job, it would be less physical work than what I'm doing right now. Because we cannot say, like, oh, it's a huge amount of physical work you're doing. No, not really. It's not related to that. It's just that, fucking idiot. Fuck you. So it's the amount of driving I'm doing all the time. That's what draining me like 50% of my energy. And now I've established a method of working where I carry a small toolbox, like a tote. That's me. That's an open box with a handle on it. And I carry, if I just gonna do one thing, I'm gonna carry that the parts I need, and just that, so I don't have to carry a whole 70 pounds of tools. But if I need, like, to go far and back and go to multiple places, I'll put every parts I need inside my box and carry the box in it. But you know, that box is 75 pounds, so it's a lot of weight to carry around. And that's lifting up and bringing it everywhere. That's a lot of work during the day. almost there. I almost work for these guys. That's the fun part. It's like each time I'm going there, they're glad to see me, but they're afraid of the person I am because they know how good and organized I am and how good of a salesman I am. So that's why they never hired me, because they know that if something doesn't please me, I'll just pack up my shit and leave. This is something that a lot of companies don't like. It's, you either keep me happy or I'm just bye-bye. I don't need you. I don't need to be here. I can be somewhere else making more money and doing less work. That's the shit level of skill I have. Not the smartest man in the universe, but quite smart when it comes to my work. The sad part is I just wish I could find a company that would appreciate that and they would actually use me to all my potential. Each time I'm going to work somewhere, I'm hired as a two-dimensional person. It's like one skill or two skill and that's it, not the entire broad range.
Bluetooth device 2 is connected.
Where I was working at the truck seat company, it was yeah, I was being used to all the skills I needed, and it was fun for the time it lasted, but it wasn't paying at all. Being broke all the time wasn't bringing a smile to my face. Anyway, I'm gonna bore you to death with this long rant. I'm gonna wish you guys a good day and keep watching, because more time travel experiments gonna come soon and I'm gonna film them and video them. So have a good day, everyone.